I hope that's not my dog's barking, but it probably is. Okay. Let's see here. Whose dog is that? It's not my dog. Hey again. So I want to explain what the hell I'm talking about because people are confused. They're like, what are you talking about? Why are you talking about this serial killer lady? No fear, I am here. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so what the hell have I been talking about? Oh my God, the craziest story you've ever heard. That's what I've been talking about. I've pretty much been doing nothing other than this. Make sure that you guys can hear me. Let me know that you can hear me. All the things. I have such a bad headache. Oh my God. I have such a bad headache. Can you hear me? Oh, it is. Listen, you. It's insanity. It's insanity. All right, so I'm going to explain it all really quickly so that when I upload this next video, you guys will be like, oh, I understand now. Okay? Hold on. I put the air conditioning on and it's a little fucking chilly in here. All right, so what am I talking about? Okay. Sorry, I got a little cold in here. Shit. Looking like a snack over here, right? Am I right? No, you're not right, Tracy. Okay, listen. Oh, it's such a bad headache. I need to take more aspirin. Okay, a couple of things. One, yes, yep, struck me. She did. But it was just a takedown, which is fine. CLK. There's nothing I can do except read about this case. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's it. So number one, yep, struck me. Thanks for that. And I'm dealing with that. It's not a strike. It's a takedown. So whatever. I've already been in touch with YouTube. They're doing all the things. So therefore, we'll see what happens with that. This, though, what I'm talking about here. Looking like a snack, bitch. I don't know what kind of snack. A fattening, hairy, tired snack. But anyway, there's a lady named Galina. She come on the internet on the 12th, 6 days ago, to talk about her dad. Okay? That's what she's talking about. She's talking about her father. And it has been absolutely bonkers. I don't even know how to explain it. It's been bonkers. Okay? That's what it's been. I'm trying to close down the recording. Quit recording. Quit, I said. Then you hate me, YouTube. First, you let that bitch strike me, which was so rude. Okay. So, I'm going to show you guys this, and then maybe you'll understand what I'm talking about, right? She comes on YouTube. She says, my name is Galina, and my dad's a serial killer, and I need your help. And I'm like, bitch, I'm already invested. What do you need? What do you need? Just tell me what you need, because I am here. But I really wasn't. I told you guys before, and I'll tell you again. When somebody says something, I need every detail that ever was available ever on the earth. And I know that's not healthy, but I had to search everything. Cold cases, his wife, any records that I could find, you name it, I had to go search for it because I'm crazy. So, yes, I verified a ton of the stuff that she's saying, but you can't verify everything. So, the way she's doing this is she's letting out little by little by little because there's a lot, from diaries to confessions to handwritten stuff to his journal entries to pictures. There's just so much stuff. So the way she starts it all out, I'm going back in time here. Oh my God, there's an underground bunker and everything. I can't. There's everything. Legal documents, crime scene documents, alleged crime scene documents. Who the hell really knows? All right. Here's the first post. Okay. I am Galina. I am the daughter of a serial killer and I need your help. Dr. John Charles Treffel, serial killer, my father, was in so many ways a lonely person. He was shy, introverted, and almost completely, with only a handful of exceptions, unable to make or sustain friendships. He desperately craved long-term bonds, though, and very much wanted a co-killer. Over the course of his 30 years of being a doctor, yes, he's a doctor. I just found this part out today. He's a medical surgeon and he's a psychiatrist. Okay. I am saying fly on your wall. I can't take it. It's absolutely, it's making me insane. It's making me insane. I'm like, why isn't, why? Okay. So, all right. Over the course of his 30 years of being a doctor, he was always on the lookout for a co-killer. As a former assistant chief psychiatrist at San Quentin and a psychiatrist for Lake County Jail, he certainly was in a position to find one. He sought out and treated thousands of murderers and rapists. There were two other serial killers he told me about, Michael Fry and Julia Strand Hauser, who also were never caught. Both were his patients. Now, you may ask, could this be true? Yes, it's fucking true, because there was a medical inquiry and he ended up losing his license. He ended up losing his license over this. Lord have mercy. So, I met Julia when I was 8 years old in 1989. My mother had separated from my father, and in her absence, John became severely unhinged. We lived alone in the seclusion of his 18.5-acre property in the Redwood Forest located in Albion, California. One day, John told me he had a special job for me. He had a new patient that had multiple personality disorders, some of the personalities being children. He wanted me to come to his office and play with her so he could observe the child personalities playing with another little girl. He praised me so much for being willing to do this. He called me his little psychiatrist. He warned me, though, that the doctor-patient confidentiality was sacred, and if I ever told anybody what was said during therapy, I would go to prison for many years. The patient I had met and played with was Julia. Very soon after meeting her, Julia began staying the night at our house in Albion 3 or so times a week. Her relationship with my father was grotesquely sexual and resulted in me being subjected to physical, sexual, and psychological abuse. I will never forget the time at a burn pit in our backyard. Julia started to taunt me that she would burn my chihuahua alive in front of me. It was her hobby to capture local pets, torture them to death, and hang them from trees. I'm not even halfway done. Okay. This is psycho. This whole story is bonkers. However, there's information. Listen, there is proof of these things. So, you just can't go believe in everything because, Yep taught us that, didn't she? You just can't fucking believe everything. Even though you want to, you want to believe all these sad stories. And then you find out the person's a fucking scammer. But anyway, you'll pay for that. Yep. Don't you worry, bitch. All right, let me show you some of these pictures just so that you know that I've checked into all of this, okay? Like I've really been down the rabbit hole. I'm up to like 2, 3 in the morning because I can't. Okay. University of Illinois at the medical center. Valid only with registration. Fee receipt for current term. John C. Treffel. Born 12/16/39. He is in his late 80s now. And yes, I did a story on this, right? So I did the first one, right? And hey, everybody. And then I did an update from the police because there was so much pressure from social media. People were like, oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What is this? So they started messaging Mendocino County. Yes, he is still alive. I just did a confession video a second ago, Elizabeth. So she had recorded his confessions. Let me not get ahead of myself. This here is him, right? This is him. This is them some years back, right? This is, several years ago. This is her as a little girl with him. You want your mind fucking blown? Do you or not? Because he says he's the Zodiac Killer. Hi, how are you? Look much like the Zodiac Killer? Sir, do you look like the Zodiac Killer? Or no? You do. You do. You look like the Zodiac Killer. What? And it's in the same area that he was killing. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Here's a possible crime scene. Do you enjoy a bed frame with a chain with other chains down here. She has given all of this to the fucking police. Nobody's doing anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're just not doing anything. Hi. How are you? He could want to be the Zodiac Killer, sure. Yeah, he might want to be the Zodiac Killer, or he could be the fucking Zodiac Killer. How do we know? How do we know? We don't know, right? Do we know? We don't know. So there's verifiable stuff. There is verifiable things that we can look up, that I have been looking up. I've looked into older cases, everything. I looked into these two cases here because it makes sense that these potentially could be something. Wanda Lee Brewer, right? Can I share? Stop sharing. They still haven't found her killer. They have not found her killer. How about there's a weapon at the house, and that would be it right here. This weapon is at his house. Well, he had quite a position with the office. Let me tell you, hold on. I'm going to tell you right now. He had, okay, so this is 20 hours ago. The authorities are publicly disputing that my father is a serial killer. So I have questions. In almost a decade of me coming forward and saying that he's confessing to murdering young girls, why has not one single officer from any jurisdiction questioned him? This is negligence on a scale that is baffling. Dispute away, but this is a question I think the community will keep asking. Of course they will. I won't stop asking because I think this is psychotic. All right, here's more information. This is what got me going today. My name is Galina. I am the daughter of a serial killer. Many victims that escaped my father were tortured in Ukiah, UKIAH, California. These survivors would not be aware that they were victimized by such a predator. John was extremely intelligent, targeted multiple victim types, and he knew which types of groups would not be listened to if they came forward. Around 80 to 82, give or take, John worked at the Ukiah Hospital. According to him, when he worked in the ER, he tortured just under a dozen patients that came in with emergency injuries. These were people in physical agony seeking medical aid. His personal kick was to deny them the anesthetic when he knew they needed it and were entitled to it. They would cry in pain and he would watch. I believe he said that he denied anesthetic during basic operations like stitches, but it's been so long I can't swear to that. My mother confirmed his story too because she remembered him telling her that they were doing this. She did not report him at the time that it was happening, so more people were victimized. I do not know if he was ever in a position to inflict this method of cruelty when he worked at the Fort Bragg Hospital. I only know that while working there was a point that he was the chairman for the Hospital of the Well-Being Committee. He knew all the dirt on all the doctors that had drug and alcohol problems, which ones were coming to work under the influence, and according to him, so several local doctors were doing that. As chairman, John's job was to ensure the doctors got help with their addictions. I can't state enough. If John Truffle goes down, he will not do it quietly. He was a very prominent psychiatrist from Mendocino County for over 20 years. He was an expert witness for the DA's office in predator cases. He lectured law enforcement about capturing predators. He was involved in a removed fashion with the Children of God cult. He knows secrets about influential people. I'm not going to say that's why nothing has happened in terms of his prosecution, but I can't imagine him knowing and stockpiling that data has helped him much, though. Below, I enclose a photograph of what he looked like around this time period. Hold on one second. Sorry, my son come in. I don't want him hearing anything like that. So, this is what he looked like. Yeah, serial killers, a lot of times they do have something going on in the medical area, right? But is it true? Is it not true? How do we know? I don't know. I don't know. But I do know this is all fucking bonkers. The whole thing. When I say that this woman has put up so much information, I can't quite describe how much information she's put out there. She has everything. You name it, it's on here. I started reading all of these and then I had to give up. I was like, oh my God, I'll die. There's so much here. And I did start reading it. I think I got up to like page 20 and I'm like, oh, my whole face. I can't do it. Reading it for a video. I just couldn't do it. Okay. This 1998 MD, psychiatry, psychotherapy. This is a review, expert opinion, medical consultant regarding John Treffel, MD, investigation number, and they give it, okay? Complaint, affidavit of Julia, the other serial killer, allegedly, also his patient, his CV, John's, a letter from Dr. Treffel, letter from Treffel to Julia Langley. Oh my God. He was also in an insane asylum and he also worked for it. So there's that part. Then her psychiatric records from Treffel, Mendocino, Frank Massey, and Mendocino Associates. So all of these things he saved. Like he had all of them. There isn't even anything more interesting than this. I don't even know what to tell you. Well, what they said, here's what they said. I'll tell you what they said. Mendocino County Sheriff's Office. They just posted it. Where the hell did it go? News Services Media Log. Media Log? They put it out yesterday, right? Oh my God, nobody needs all this shit. I just want the Facebook one. I did read it on my other video. Here we go. The Mendocino County Sheriff's Department has issued a press release that contradicts what Galina has been saying on social media about authorities refusing to check the DNA of her father, who she claims is a serial killer. They did check, the press release says, and results from 1970s murder case that had looked promising and fit much of what she said, but that one came back not to a match of John Treffel. The DNA was from a crime scene and maybe that of the killer. The sheriff department said that they have put his DNA into the CODIS system and also got no matches to any other cold case. Well, they're from all over the place. They're not just in Mendocino County. So maybe CODIS is nationwide, right? So that is good, right? Okay. CODIS. She says he left bodies all across the country. The statement does not make the story true or untrue, just says that the sheriff found nothing and looked at the places she told them as well as his DNA. It is possible he was extremely careful and never left DNA behind. Another disconcerting thing in the press release is that it claims Dr. Valentine, as he was known here in Facebook, does not want to talk to anybody about this. Her posts have said that John wanted to confess and nobody wanted to talk to him. There is a woman in Texas that has come to help her and has recorded, and she has all his unredacted diaries and all of that stuff. Why the fuck was he writing this stuff in diaries if it's not fucking true? Who knows? Why does news suck or whatever? Okay. Here we go. This is the press release now. Okay. On March 14th, 2025, the Mendocino County Sheriff's Office learned about a social media post where the subject alleged her father is a serial killer. The social media post states the alleged killer is John Charles Treffel. The situation was reported to the Mendocino County Sheriff's Office in January of 2023 after Treffel's daughter reported to another local and regional law enforcement her suspicions that her father is a serial killer. Based on the referrals from other law enforcement agencies, Mendocino detectives spoke with an advocate of Treffel's daughter who also assisted in interviewing Treffel about the crimes. Her name's Kelly. Yeah, he kept trinkets. He kept a lot of things. Recordings, scanned journals, and other investigative materials were shared with the sheriff's office, who conducted investigations into the claims. Investigators met with Treffel's daughter in February of 23, who said her father spoke about murdering several people from the 70s through the 90s. Treffel's daughter also provided a lengthy statement to detectives, which was retained as evidence. As Treffel, his daughter, and the advocate spent time together, Treffel's daughter said her father spoke about these killings and the daughter began researching unsolved murders in Mendocino. Treffel's daughter suspected her father was responsible for a murder in the 70s in Mendocino County, which she specifically questioned her father about. Per Treffel's daughter, John ultimately admitted to the unsolved murder. Detectives also obtained pictures and copies of journal entries and recordings from the meetings between Treffel, his daughter, and the advocate. To further investigate the murders from the 70s, detectives did research the case and compared the information. Detectives learned that there were numerous evidentiary items that were submitted for DNA analysis in 2006 to the Department of Justice, which resulted in an unknown male DNA source from analyzed evidence. Detectives determined that there were some consistencies in the information provided by Treffel's daughter and the unsolved homicide case from the 70s. So they sought a warrant to obtain Treffel's DNA for comparison to the evidentiary items sent for testing. In May of 23, the search warrant was authorized by a judge to obtain the DNA sample from Treffel for comparison to the DNA profile from the evidence items to the unsolved case in the 70s. The DNA sample from Treffel was submitted to the California Department of Justice, Forensic Services, and ultimately uploaded to CODIS. In 2023, the Mendocino County's office received a report from the California Department of Justice regarding the comparison of the DNA profile to Treffel's to the unsolved murder. It did not match. The Mendocino County's office was also informed by the DOJ that Treffel's DNA was uploaded into CODIS for routine and regular comparison to any DNA profile uploaded from an unsolved case. As of the publication of this release, the Mendocino County's office has not been informed of Treffel's DNA profile being a match to any evidentiary items submitted to CODIS. Information from Treffel's daughter alleges her father buried numerous people that he murdered at a cabin in Campeche, California. The Mendocino County's office did search the property and cabin, but were unable to locate any evidence to substantiate the claim of possible human remains. The Mendocino County Sheriff's Office is aware that Treffel's daughter referenced other serial killers identified by her father, but the inferences were not substantiated by the detectives. The Sheriff's Office has been unable to substantiate the claims of other individuals alleged to be serial killers or their involvement in these homicides. The Mendocino County Sheriff's Office has examined the scanned copies of Treffel's diaries and journals, but did not locate any expressed confessions to murders. Treffel's daughter informed the Sheriff's Office she submitted her DNA and his to the genealogical ancestry sites, but the office has again not been informed of any investigative leads. We have not interviewed Treffel directly regarding these allegations due to his fragile medical state and information provided by his family that he will not cooperate with law enforcement. When legally justified and supported by probable cause, we will continue to investigate this matter. So there you go. That's a very long thing. So these are some of the things that this is him now. Very elderly man. Look at all of this.
Oh, Chi.
Dog. That's a lot. So these are some of his diary things here. Oh, wait. These are things he writes in his diary, like weird stuff. She's never going to stop. She will not stop until he comes downstairs. Bubba, your dog wants you. Why? Because you're black?
Because I don't know what fucking camera you're looking at. Where the camera is.
Right there.
If it can see me because I'm fucking black.
Shut
all the other shit.
You're not that. Look at. You're nice and you're bright like the sunshine. Look at that. There's a serial killer, Bubba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the shades.
That proves he's a serial killer right there, no?
No, that just proves he's from the 70s.
He is.
That mustache. That's porn star mustache. Uh-oh, Saving Private Ryan.
What? These are to the people, fugitives, FBI, all of that stuff. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Oh, hi. He saved this.
Huh.
He saved this from back then. Ooh. Oh, this is the mother. That's another whole story. I can't even get into that right now. Anyway, let's see. That's one of the girls, but allegedly he could have murdered. That's his weapon. So if you look at the Zodiac Killer's D's, look at the D. See that D right there? Yeah. Watch. Let me see. I'm going to find it and show you. Hold on.
Oh,
What's wrong? Are you dying?
no, I just can't breathe. It's hard to breathe. That's all.
That's not good. I got to go find his D's.
I gotta go snort some nasal spray.
You have so much of that nasal spray now. It's crazy.
Snorting that shit like water.
I know. It's bad. I got to find his writing. This is a good... No. His name doesn't have a D in it, Tracy. It's Treble. Oh,
Well, everybody, it's good to see you all.
There you go. Look
Typing.
Look
What?
at that D right there.
That D don't look nothing like it.
Yeah, it does.
No, it don't. It's got a big ass loop in the middle of it.
No, you're a big ass
Drink. Look at that.
drink. Hold on. I'm gonna go
Don't
back.
look nothing like it.
It does. You're a liar.
You trying to make
You don't
something
want
out of
him
nothing.
you don't want him to be a serial killer?
What?
You like him?
He might be a serial killer.
He could be. I have his confession tapes.
Everybody have fun.
Are you
I'm
hungry?
Going to snort some nasal spray.
Are you hungry?
I mean, I could eat, but I'll wait till you're done doing your thing.
Well, Jace went
I
outside,
know
but
you did.
I'm marinating Shagon in the fridge. So
Don't say nothing out of line. I don't want to have to beat
Me?
you off screen for being on YouTube, getting in trouble.
like me say something out of line when I never did in my life. Never. And I hate getting beaten. That part sucks.
I know.
Look at his D's. Look at his D's.
Yeah, look at this fucking D.
Oh, you're
It's
real.
got a big ass loop in it. That's
I have-
laid back.
Listen, I
Look at
got
that.
more. I have more.
Dates.
I have more. I have more. I have more. I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, that looks like a twig with a leaf on it. That looks, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I'm twig with a leaf on it. We should do true crime together, Bubba. It would be so great.
Wow.
No, it wouldn't. I'm lying. Look at this.
What?
Oh, they're not seeing it yet, but now they are.
What?
Look at the
Show
D's.
me one D that looks the same.
They do.
Show me one.
D here.
It
D
does?
here.
Hold on. Point back to that one.
Let me open it more.
Yeah, open it more.
Look.
See how it's not connected?
You're
See how
saying
the
it.
loop is closed?
Oh my God.
See how it's connected and the loop is open?
You don't know what you're saying. I'm going to go to his diary
You trying to
journal
make something out
entries.
of nothing here?
Yeah, I'm trying to make you. Oh, look. Now I got to go
What?
I have to go get the serial killer's writing. More of it. He says he's the Zodiac Killer, but I don't think so.
My
Allegedly.
name is the president.
Who's asking that?
I don't know.
Wait, zoom in. I'm telling you. They look the same to me.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, they can see my underwear. Hey, sorry about that.
What were you showing
I'm
them? Your belly?
stretching.
Oh, I'm like, wait, what? The hell were you showing them down there? All right. I'm trying to get a good writing sample. These are all printed, though. Well, that's printed, though.
Tell them never say, look at his D again. I can see my D. I look at it all the time.
Oh, my goodness. See, now you can't be on here. This
We
is
call it
out
a
of-
wink.
I fucking hate your guts. Get out of
You want to see my wink?
I can't stand you. Why? Why would you tell everybody such a thing? Oh my God, I hate you.
Because they got to know so they can call it something different.
I'm
All
going
over the
to
country,
die.
They can call it wink.
No, people don't call it wink. That's just what I tell Jace it is. Don't say that. When he gets
Where did you-
older, he
Where
can.
did you come up with wink?
I don't
Because I know why you call it wink. But go
Just
ahead.
because
Because what?
it makes sense. Wink.
Why does it make sense?
I don't know. It's just always what I said.
Because when you're winking at somebody, your eyes close, right? And it looks like what?
Blink? A blinker? I don't know.
Does it look like a
You're
slit?
not supposed to be saying words.
Really? You're supposed to be showing us a D that matches, and don't none of them yet. Look at
Yeah,
the
they
tail on that
don't.
D.
Look at this D. It's at, well, I don't know if
Y'all,
that's
she
his.
is searching hard.
No, I'm looking
I
for
know she's been in here telling y'all about
writing
this damn D,
samples.
and I debunked it in 2 seconds. She's looking
I
hard as
don't
hell
think
for it.
he's the serial killer.
Not wanker. It's wink.
Wink. Like, I don't think he's the Zodiac, but he does look just like him. He really
Ooh,
does.
look at that coffee stain. It looked like a D.
Do you know what he looks like?
What?
You don't know, sir.
You just showed me, didn't you?
Listen, Linda.
Uh-oh, he does karate too?
Why?
Putin.
Why? Putin? Why does he got to be Putin?
The
Look at
nose
this.
is different. The lips are different. The
They
chin's
don't
different.
have exact pictures of the Zodiac Killer because they've never caught him, sir.
Hairline's different. Nose different. Lips
Your mother
different,
is an
chin's different.
absolute whore.
Hold on. Let's keep going here.
Hold on. Oh, people thought Richard Allen was the Zodiac Killer? Or no, this is a different Allen. I'm like, wait, that would be terrible.
Venus says those periods do look the same in women all across America. You're exactly right.
Wait. Zodiac sketches. Sketches? Yeah.
See, Pixie gets it now. She gets what a wink is.
Listen, you little bastards.
One-eyed trouser snake.
That is not where I got it. I just always said wink. I don't know. I call it the business. You know, the business. I'm saying. Who's Jim? He looks like the Zodiac Killer too. There's a lot of Zodiac Killers out here, Bubba.
They can't be using my fucking Aries Ram in this shit.
No, they did because he's the Zodiac Killer.
Why am I in here? I thought you were showing me some factual proof.
I'm trying to. I don't know if he's the Zodiac Killer.
You haven't shown me a D that matches yet.
I have to get all his journal entries. Oh my God, so funny.
No 2 Ds are the same, Bubba.
No 2 Ds are the same. That's true. These are some weird sketches of Zodiac Killer. Ooh, I don't like that guy. He looks terrifying. I mean,
if he's got pink lips.
Maybe you got pink lips.
Those
dummy.
2 pictures don't match. I'm sorry.
These are other pictures of him. That's him. But he looks different in every picture. Look at him.
So
why does he look so different in all these photos?
Because he grew, he got older, younger.
Well, clearly there.
We got Putin.
Why?
Karate.
Does Putin do karate?
Yeah,
Like what
Putin
in the
loves to show
actual
off that
hell?
he does karate.
This was a picture from way back in the 60s.
Look at them boots and that beard, boy.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think about it. Ted Bundy was a serial killer. Does he look like one
Did
to
he
you?
get caught?
What? What do you mean? Did he get caught?
He got caught, right?
Yeah.
Did the Zodiac Killer get caught?
No.
Then they ain't the same.
Well-
One's smarter than the other.
Well, this one's confessing to being the serial killer. He's confessing it. Okay? And he's never been caught. He's 86. He's on his deathbed at the moment.
Explorer, yes. It was a prominent look for people in that time.
Right. It probably was Eminem. I can't. Looks like Eminem in the last sketch. Probably Eminem. Yeah, this is very sad. You guys can hear his voice where he's confessing. Oh my God. He has Parkinson's disease. And I know, you should hate a potential serial killer, but I don't.
No, she doesn't. Queen Stream.
I have to get all the D's together. Yeah.
Who is it? Queen Stream or Queen Ashley?
That's Queen Ashley.
Okay. All I saw was Queen Stream.
Talking shit
Scroll to the
like
top.
she do. I didn't want to.
Who is that?
There's a man in LA, a former cop, that claimed his dad was.
Who is that?
That's him. And this is his wife,
Oh.
Candy.
Okay.
Candy was a singer. This is Candy and John back in the day. There's a dead hand up there or
I see it.
something. I'm not really sure what's
It's not
happening
a
there.
dead hand,
Well,
though.
it's
Probably fake hand.
a fake hand. These are some of his files. that he
Gavel
kept.
Geeks, you're asking if it's the Zodiac or DB Cooper. It's got to be DB Cooper because the Zodiac, they have not been able to factually identify him yet.
Listen, Linda, you don't know what you're saying.
I mean, have they caught him?
No, not
Have they
yet.
identified him? Have they identified him?
They're trying to.
Have they?
Do you want to
Then
get
they
punched right in
haven't.
your face? Listen, right here.
He looks like the Zodiac Killer in his old age.
Stop
Melvin
talking.
Belly,
Stop talking.
king of the courtroom.
My name is Galina. I'm the daughter of a serial killer. Yes, it's John's claim that he is the Zodiac Killer and the Santa Rosa hitchhiker killer. I wonder if we have a picture of him anywhere. Do we? I wonder what that game looks like. Ted Bundy. Sketch. No. Ooh. He's scary looking. Who the hell's this? Oh, that's a home intruder. Wait. Oh. Wait a minute.
Go
No.
to California woman suspect's relative.
This is her. This is what we're talking about. This
one right here? That picture?
Yes. No.
Somebody totally different.
She says her grandfather, step-grandfather, could have been
Jim Mordecai.
Yeah, Jim. No, this one that we just downloaded. Okay, this one on this side is allegedly, the one on the left is allegedly Zodiac, and this one on the right is the Santa Rosa hitchhiker. This is the guy who claims he's them. Allegedly.
Aries, I can't breathe and
Get
I can
out.
smell that.
Get out, Aries, right now. I can't.
Don't.
I'm gonna die.
Stinking
Okay.
Ass dog.
I can't do
All
it.
right, I'm leaving. It's been fun. It's been real. Well, it hadn't been real. Y'all are talking fiction right now.
This isn't fiction.
It is fiction unless you got proof of who's who.
Well, that's what they're looking for. The police are investigating.
No face, no case.
Oh, very true. Very, very true. I
Hey,
do believe
what I
he
gave
abused
you,
his
By
daughter.
the way, those.
Oh, Aries, I'm gonna die, bro. Seriously. I'm going to die.
One of those is GFL. They deactivated accounts, so we're behind now because they deactivated our auto pay. Yeah.
Re-enroll in auto pay. Okay.
Well,
Yep. Your previous auto pay is no longer available, probably because it was under my card.
it doesn't matter. Look, this.
What?
Now we gotta
Pay $1 million?
no
$79. Okay. Fucking motherfucker.
motherfucks.
Motherfucker. You want me to say motherfucker? No, you don't. Ugh. I'm gonna die. Get him out of here.
Come on, Aries. Come on.
Don't have
Come on, boy.
dogs. They're horrible. Horrible. He's soft.
Don't be too long, right, baby?
No. I was just coming on here to Oh, he wants to hang with me. That's great. No, I have some fucking fragrance oil I can smell though, because I'm gonna die. Oh, that smells wonderful. Oh. So the other confession tapes, I do have those. Yeah, I will. Oh my God, Aries, you are not a good boy. It's awful. So the other two confession tapes I'm about to upload. Then there's the whole series of her posts, which there's so many. There's so many at this point with so much information. And I can do them live or I can do them. Oh, this 4 hours ago, she posted another picture of him. My God. We're getting all the pictures now. Open. Look at this one. Oh, I'm sorry, Gavel. What is that? Who is the dude who wrote he was going to kill? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that on his thingy. Let me see. I'll tell you. Hold on. On the informational pad. Kick back, take off your shoes, and drink a cup of coffee. What? He's talked about killing a lot of people and talking about that he did kill a lot of people. Hey, Okie. I can't see his face. Yeah, right? So, up to right now, with this photo, she wrote, "My name is Galina. I am the daughter of a serial killer. No, I won't stop saying that. I say it because I will not back down until he's been properly investigated. There is a body of water in Albion, California, wherein my father claimed to have submerged the body parts of multiple young women in containers. They've been submerged for approximately 30 years at this point. I don't know what will be left. Regardless, I know for a fact that spot has not been drained by the Mendocino County Sheriff's Department. Water cadaver dogs have not been brought to search it. Divers have not checked it out. These are cold, hard facts. The DA's office knows about John's Pond confessions, the very specific spots where he says the girls are. There is no quit until these crimes are searched. I will not stop because someone claims they were when I know it's not true. I challenge any person in authority to supply proof to the public that this body of water has been searched in the above mentioned ways." Absolutely, they can, Venus, and they should. They should. I mean, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Makes no sense. Why wouldn't they? I don't understand. I mean, you can at least do that. Why wouldn't you do that? Oh, here's another picture of Mr. John. Is he holding poison in this? I think he is. No, bottle of beer. Okay. There's John again. Looking handsome. All right. See, and here's what people are doing. They're posting, "Oh, Mendocino County said they've already investigated this. There's nothing there." That isn't accurate. That's actually inaccurate. They have not investigated shit. They compared a 1970s case that he did talk about and said that he confessed to male DNA that they found at the scene that they did not know if it was the killer's or not. That's it. That's what they did. And they put his DNA in CODIS. So what does that mean? That because it's in CODIS, that's it? That's all? The whole case is over? I mean, Richard Allen's DNA was not at the scene. Richard Allen's DNA is nowhere near anything in the scene. Brian, whatever the fuck his name is in the Idaho 4, there's touch DNA on a sheath on a button. Think about that. Think about that. Yeah, that's what I just read, Venus. I read it already. That was to the 70s one, though. So what does that mean? Nothing. To me, an aging, emancipated circle the sky. He writes some really weird stuff, too. Like, really weird. And she did write to the FBI, to Fort Bragg. She's done all of this. And they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna look into it." Yeah. I was informed by blank currently works for the DA's office, that she and an outside investigator will be going to a cabin near Flynn Creek Road in Comchie to investigate evidence of a number of murders that occurred in Mendocino County. When advised local PD that some of this evidence could be related to blank in the case, they suggested I reach out to the sheriff's department as well. This seems time sensitive, as she said she's going out there the 1st of next month, and I am concerned about the safety of the evidence. Like, it's like they just didn't even care. To me, it's like they don't care at all. What the hell are you writing? ALRRM? I don't know what that means. Maybe we need to push them. Well, yeah, they could think she's just crazy. They could be like, oh yeah, she's just nuts. Why would we even pay attention to her? Maybe she's just crazy. You know, I'm sure they've had people say that they're the Zodiac Killer before, or they've had people, you know, claim to have done this, that, and whatever. So I get it. You know, they're not going to waste time doing things that they don't need to do, but doctors in the past took a lot of drugs. Perhaps his weird writings were spawns of that. Possibly. I was saying that when you read. Oh, see, the way that this works, the stream looks crazy, which I hate. It says auto scrolls enabled. Your messages will automatically scroll to display the most recent message. Oh, you're 23 and that's your slang? Okay. My daughter's 19. I'll have to ask her. I think it's Lake Mead, but it took water livers, drop-in, barrels, and other receptacles, so it's not that far-fetched. I don't think it is either. All right, my bad. I got you. Oh, 23 slang. Why are you 23 and interested in this stuff? It's not healthy for you. This is not healthy. Not that it's healthy for us either, but... So now that you have some context of what the hell I'm all talking about here, we do need the 23-year-olds to get on TikTok and make this shit go viral. We do need that. And Kelly Arnold on TikTok, Kelli. Hello. Can you not just be in my shit without me asking you to be? Because that's rude. Father came home. We don't talk like that, by the way. Michaela on TikTok. We don't talk like that. It's not how we talk, bitch. Weirdo. What the hell? Hold on. Where's Kelly? Kelly Arnold. Let's see. She is sharing. I mean, she's out here and she is sharing some stuff, but then there's 900 of them, Kelly Arnold's, so that does not help us at all. I'm following her too, and I hate how TikTok works. You can search for somebody, and even if you're following them, it's a fucking pain. Here's Kelly.
Okay, just an introduction.
So her name on TikTok is norcal.hyde, HYDE. So if you are on, it's norcal.hyde on the TikTokers. Okay? Your 20-year-old's Instagram. Oh, for psych. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Your nervous system shot. It'll make you fucking paranoid, I'm telling you. Some of the stuff, it's like, what? Why is life like this? But it is. I mean, let's say worst case, she's lying. She made all this up. Where'd she get all this documentation then? Maybe just stuff her dad saved? I don't know. But then you have the confession tapes. So is the dad just crazy and just saying things that make no sense? Possibly. Possibly. True. I just think it's crazy that, they're like, well, his CODIS doesn't match anything. Well, Richard Allen's doesn't either. So what does that mean exactly? I don't think it means anything. I think it's bullshit. So if she gave them very specific places to search and they haven't done that yet, then that's a problem. Period. So the other one confession video is about to be up. And then the information. True. But Ava, think about this. If these were hitchhikers, prostitutes, homeless people, young girls, which a few of them he says were younger than teenage age, and they're from other counties that he drugged and brought back to his area, whatever, then they're not going to know. No, her dad does not in his confessions. In 2015, he started telling her things, and he ended up confessing quite a bit, but back in 2015, maybe even before that. And she just started documenting it like, what the fuck? And before you know it, he told a lot. So what his wife says, she doesn't live with him. The wife does not live with him. Here's what she has to say about the whole situation, which was a really fucking weird response to this. I was like, what? That's your response? Okay. This is her response. This is yesterday, the response. Do you, Candy Treffel, believe your husband is the Zodiac Killer? She writes, certainly not, Rochelle. He's funny, a joker, and so am I. So he replies, then what's up with your daughter's story? Is she nuts? She says, I don't know. What? So she's friends with her daughter on Facebook. What? What? So, and she's very active on Facebook, the mother. So none of them live together. The mother abandoned Galina long, long, long time ago. But you'd think if you're seeing all of this on Facebook, you'd be like, hey, Lady K. Wouldn't you think that you would say something like, what the fuck are you doing on Facebook saying these things about your father who's on his deathbed? Are you crazy? No, nothing. She's just like, I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is the kind of stuff she posts about. Nothing. Normal stuff. Like, now, she does post about John. So this is silly, but whatever. You can go search all this yourself if you'd like, but I'm just showing you some of the stuff that she posts. They stuck their head through these little pictures at a fair, whatever, cute. She talks a lot about how smart he is. Oh, by the way, John has a YouTube channel. He does. He does. Parkinson's. 1994 is when he got Parkinson's disease. So he does go over it. He shows at that point, it was just his hand mostly. So you can tell he's talking perfectly fine. I don't know if you guys can hear it. These are all his books. I mean, Galina says he has like 8,000 books or something like that, and he's read all of them. So that's interesting too. Um, these were just a couple of weird things that were posted on this. I want to say this is not John's channel, but it's from 2010, so it's 15 fucking years ago. I want to say that it could be Galina's old channel, or maybe they were going to document the Parkinson's and something. I don't know. But this is Candy talking more about John. There's pictures of them together. She was quite like an activist. She was very into activism and all of that. She's the one who posted, I was at Berkeley, John was in San Francisco, Langley Porter Psychiatric Hospital, blah, blah, blah. So she does post a lot about John, and she is completely head over heels for him. So they met in 1959, long time ago. She was abused by her father. Yes. There's a family claiming their dad was D.B. Cooper. Yeah, she was abused by her dad, but she also addresses that. You know, it's weird. It is very weird. Abuse. If you weren't abused, you're not going to understand. But if you were abused and you still were close to your abuser, maybe you'll understand. But it's not just a black and white thing. It just isn't. So she does say, you know, people are asking me about my relationship with my dad, and it's very complicated. I love my dad very much. So what do you do? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't think she loves what he did, clearly, because she does believe that he is what he says he is. Now, she does say she hopes he's lying and that he made all of this up, but she doesn't think so based on all the information she has. So it is very interesting. It's quite a rabbit hole to go down. So, and she's been posting quite a bit. So I'm just like, oh my God. I did take out time earlier today because the Karen Reed stuff was on. But other than that, well, first it was Yep's story, fucking scammer. And then it's been this story ever since. I needed something to get my mind off Yep because it pissed me off so much. And I happened to run across this and was like, what? This is way more interesting than Yep. I don't know. Yep's still around anyway. She's here. She's here. I'm sure I don't think she's in here right now because this isn't about her, but she's still here. She'll get hers in the end. They always do. All right. Gavel Geek says nope, but I don't think any of this is in order. So I don't think any of this is in order. All right. I love you guys. I have to go. I'm still working on these videos and they're very interesting. So everybody's saying nope, but I don't know what that means. Did I ask a question? I might have. Oh, nope, instead of yep. See, I'm not as quick as the only uptake as I used to fucking be, am I? No. Opposite of yep. Oh, she's somewhere. She's fucking somewhere. I'm sure she is. 2 of these for you, bitch. All right, I love you. Bye.